See 8.1.2 interesting question. The following information has been extracted from the books of ABS Limited. Raw material, WIP and finished goods, opening stock as well as closing stock is given. Average receivable, payable, purchases, wages and overhead. So manufacturing expenses is given and selling expenses is given. Sales is given. All purchase and sales are on credit basis. The company is willing to know net operating cycle in period, amount of working capital requirements. Assume 360 days in a year. All right. So let us find out working capital cycle first. Working capital cycle comprises of raw material stocking period, WIP period, finished goods period, debtors period minus creditors period. So let us find out each and everything individually. Raw material, how many days it will be remaining in the stock is not directly given. You will have to find out by the concept of turnover ratio. Raw material turnover ratio. This we have done in ratio analysis. Here there is average stock of raw material and here it will be raw material consumed. What will be raw material consumed? Opening 1 lakh plus purchase. Raw material purchased will be 15,70,000 minus closing, that is 70,000. Numerator will be raw material consumed. Average stock of raw material will be 1 lakh plus 70,000 divided by 2. Numerator answer, I am going to use it somewhere else also. So let me find out. Plus 15,70,000 minus 70,000. 16 lakhs rupees is raw material consumed. Denominator is 1,70,000. This will be 1,85,000. Raw material turnover ratio will be 16 lakh divided by 1,85,000. 8.6486 times. Please understand, we have also understood how to find out answer in days or in year. It is given, yes, 360 days in a year. If it is happening 8.6486 times, it is happening in how many days? How we can find it out? Very easy. 360 divided by 8.6486. Which will be 41.625 days, that is 42 days. This is how we can find out raw material in number of days, and answer will be 42 days. Let us go to WIP period. Before that, there is a mistake. This is not 1,85,000. This is just 85,000. So this answer will change. Will be 16 lakh divided by 85,000. 18.8235. This answer will also change. 18.8235. 360 divided by 18.8235 will be 19.12. That is approximately 20 days. Here there was a mistake, right? 1 lakh plus 70,000 divided by 2 is 85,000. So raw material stock period is 20 days. See, this can be found out in this manner also. We have learned a turnover ratio in this manner, so I have done it in this manner. But we could have found out this by this. What is the raw material consumed? 16 lakhs. For how many days? 360 days, because that's a per annum figure. Then 85,000 is for how much period? If 16 lakhs rupees of raw material are for 360 days, then what will be stock for? How many number of days stock is of 85,000 rupees? Very simple, 85,000 into 360 divided by 16 lakhs is 20 days. So we could have found out in this manner. Let us go to WIP turnover ratio. We need to find out WIP. WIP turnover ratio is nothing but a factory cost divided by average stock of WIP. What is factory cost? We will have to take raw material consumed. We will have to add all manufacturing expenditure plus opening WIP minus closing WIP will be nothing but factory cost upon average stock of WIP. Raw material consumed, we are already knowing 16 lakhs. What are all manufacturing expenditure? This wages and overhead. This is selling, right? Selling expenditure should not be considering cost of production. Wages and overhead are 17 lakh 50,000. Plus opening WIP is 1 lakh 40,000. Minus closing WIP is 2 lakhs. Upon average stock of WIP 1 lakh 40,000 plus 2 lakh divided by 2. Let us find out numerator. 16 lakhs plus 17 lakh 50,000 plus 1 lakh 40,000 minus 2 lakhs. 32 lakh 90,000. And this is 1 lakh 70,000 divided by 1 lakh 70,000. 19.35, that is approximately 20 days. Sorry, 19.35 times. This answer is in times. We need to find out answer in days. 360 divided by 19.35. 360 divided by 19.35. 18.60, that is 19 days approximately. What will be WIP stock period is 19 days. Let us go to finished goods. How to solve finished goods? Try to concentrate. Numerator will be average stock of finished goods. This will be cost of production. What is cost of production? Raw material plus work cost. We need to add selling and distribution cost. The answer is no. So we are already having factory cost, which is 32 lakh 90,000. Opening finished goods minus closing finished goods. Opening finished goods are 2 lakh 30,000. Closing are 2 lakh 70,000. Average stock of finished goods 2 lakh 30,000 plus 2 lakh 70,000 divided by numerator will be 2 lakh 30,000 plus 32 lakh 90,000 minus 2 lakh 70,000. 32 lakh 50,000 will be numerator. 230 plus 270 divided by 2 will be 250. 3250 divided by 250 is 13 times. In days, how to find out? 360 divided by 30. 27.69, that is 28 days. What will be finished goods stock period? Will be 28 days. After finished goods, let us go to debtors, and debtors will be very simple. I can directly find out what are my credit sales. So 42 lakhs. For how much period? 360 days. What are my debtors? Average receivable 2,10,000. Directly average is given. Answer will be 2,10,000 into 360 divided by 42 lakhs. 18 days. Directly answer will come in days. 18 days is nothing but debtors period. Creditors period. Similarly, I can use a purchase and receivables and find out creditors period. Let me do it here itself. If 15,70,000, now you should not take raw material consumed. You should take raw material purchased is of 360 days. Then 3,14,000 will be of how many days? 3,14,000 into 360 divided by 15,70,000, which is 72 days. So creditors period is 70. Let me find out working capital cycle. Working capital cycle will be of how many days? 20 plus 19 plus 28 plus 18 minus 70. It is of only 13 days. Because of creditors period, which is a huge 72 days, our working capital cycle is just 13 days. We have found out net operating cycle period, which is 13 days. Amount of working capital requirement. We need to find out working capital requirement. I'm first telling you correct method, and then I'll also be telling you which method is given in the book. If we want to find out working capital requirement, we need to take average stock of raw material plus average stock of WIP plus average stock of finished goods. After finished goods, the debtors. There are no current assets given, minus creditors. This will be nothing but my working capital requirement. What is raw material? We need to take average. Average will be 85,000. This will be 1,60,000 average. Average of this is 2,50,000. Debtors are 2,10,000. And creditors minus creditors are 3,14,000. $85,000 plus 1,60,000 plus 2,50,000 plus 2,10,000 minus 3,14,000. 3,91,000. This as per me is the correct answer. It is detailed answer and correct answer. What is given in suggested is this, which is not absolutely incorrect, but they have taken a broad approach by which they have found out the answer that if my total sales per annum is 42 lakhs, I cannot find out the cost because profit margin is not given. And my working capital cycle is 13 days. So into 13 divided by 360. This is a broad approach by which you can find out your working capital requirement. 42 lakhs into 13 divided by 360. That is 1,51,667. 1,51,667 rupees. The interesting point is why these two answers are not matching. Please understand here the raw material will be based on raw material consumed. Try to understand how we have found out 20 days. We have not considered sales over here. We have considered raw material consumed. Here we have considered factory cost. Here we have considered cost of production. Here we have considered only sales. See, if you do into 13 divided by 360, everywhere sales is considered. In raw material, WIP, finished goods, debtors, even creditors, what is considered is sales. Because this is for finding out a broad idea of working capital. If you want to find out a detailed and correct answer of working capital requirement, this is the method. Not given in suggested. What is given in suggested is this. But still, if you write down this, it is more correct and you will be getting full marks for same.